We did live workouts. Like when my baby was in hospital, I was getting up at 6 o'clock every morning, doing live workouts, live on Facebook, and then going and doing a 16-hour shift in the neonatal unit. Like looking back, I'm like, there's no way I should have been doing that. This is the best thing I've ever done because it's actually like shone a light on something that I now can say that I know that I'm really good at. And I didn't realise that I was good at anything before. I thought I was quite mediocre at most things. And apart from motherhood, quite good at motherhood. I've worked with women all my life. Prior to doing this, I was a beauty therapist and just always enjoyed the aspect of helping women feel better about themselves. It was so destroying. People coming back at time and time again and saying, you know, I've gained it back again, you know, everything, I know what you do works, but then I was like, but it's not, because you keep coming back and you keep falling off and then come back again. I always wondered why some people managed to do it and some people didn't. I couldn't get my head around. The same faces kept coming back again, and I was like, I can't keep taking your money. I don't sleep. I literally wasn't sleeping at night for worrying about taking people's money. Like, it doesn't sit well with me, setting people up for a fall, feeling like, oh, maybe it just doesn't work at all. Like, online doesn't work at all. It's got to be in person, and with everything else, it was just going down a path of thinking, I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore. I can't begin to tell you how low my self-confidence was 6 months ago, and my self-belief, and even like just every part of me was really, really low. It got to the start of this year where I actually started turning people away because I was like, you can't keep coming and losing weight for a little while and then going away again and piling it all back on and losing weight and then piling it back on. Like, I just don't feel comfortable taking your money while you're doing that, and also it's not very good for you mentally to keep losing weight and then gaining it again. I was looking around for something that would help make it more sustainable. I was sitting on my computer one day, can't remember what I was doing, but in the background I had a group up on Facebook, half listening, half not, and then I was like, oh, I like what this guy is saying, so I went in and had a look, listened to what he was saying and asked for a copy of the 12-week blueprint from those guys and just went from there. I didn't know that it was behaviour change coaching that could do that. I had no idea it actually took, you know when something, like when you see it and you're like, all right, okay, that makes a lot of sense, but you need someone to point it out to you. That was how I felt. It just made so much sense to me, like the way that he was explaining it. I was like, and I've got a lot of clients I had a lot of clients at the time, and they are my coaching clients now, who they have really stressful lives. You know, it's not just a case of, oh, just go to the gym and stop drinking wine and everything will be fine. That's not really the way life works for a lot of people. It has to be deeper than that. It was just going down a path of thinking, I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore. And then just like literally randomly heard him talking one day. And I remember like being, I don't know what he's selling, but I want to buy it. Like, I just knew I wanted to buy it, whatever it was. I was like completely unprepared. I forgot, I didn't read the email that he'd sent. And I think just as, you know, as I went through the call, just further reiterated everything that I'd been thinking for the past 6 weeks before that. I knew deep down that this was the thing that I'd been searching for. The answer to the problems that I'd had for the past 5 years of why is it not helping people long term. I come off the phone, I remember the exact words I said were, I can't afford not to do this. In the beginning I was a bit like, is this going to be the right thing for me? You know, I can honestly say it's the best decision I've ever made in my adult life was joining it. It was the best thing I've ever done for myself. Took my first overseas client on this week at 2,500. So that's from £60 a month to 2,500 in 6 months. Quite a significant jump, right? Just absolutely phenomenal from the start. When I come in to the group, it's just, they are the loveliest people I've ever met in my life. All of them, everyone, they're so welcoming and so helpful, and everyone's so quick to help, and everyone looks out for each other. Going to this group where everyone's just wanting everyone else to succeed is absolutely amazing. It's the best thing ever. With the structure that you get from the blueprint that I never ever had before. So that's why my clients are getting such great results now. Never had such an in-depth sales training. With the CNS marketing, we do our weekly group coaching call so in level 1 we do it every Tuesday, where we all get the opportunity to go on and ask questions, any marketing questions that we've got. We get group training. On average, charging 10 times what I was charging 6 months ago. And it's the same clients, that's the thing. It's not new clients. Like today I onboarded a client for a 6-month mastery programme who are Like her spend with me now is 5,500. When she first started, she paid $5.99 per month to be part of my rescue group. The biggest changes have been personally for me, like in day-to-day life. Finally found something that I actually really love to do, and I do really love it. Like I honestly jump out of bed every morning to do it. I love the one-to-one aspect with my clients. My clients are doing phenomenally well in every part of their lives, and I can genuinely say that I really love my job. And I'm 40 next year, and that's the first time I've ever been able to say that, and to actually feel like you're making a real difference to people. The last thing I always ask them is, do you feel better than what you felt at the start? And the answer's every single time is yes. Within maybe about 2 months of joining, my older daughter said to me, I feel like I've got my mum back again. And it was like, she said, like, my personality just totally flipped back to the way it used to be before. That's been the biggest change in the past 6 months. Like, personally, I'm so much less stressed than what I ever have been. It's almost like someone cracked a light into my brain and shone a light in and went, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. And from that day forward, I've been like, all right, okay, actually, you're in control of this. They lose weight. Like, I 100% believe in what I do. Like, I don't think they need all the things that I've been throwing at people for the past 5 years. I don't think they need that. I know that what they need is balance, and that with the balance will come the balance on the scales as well. And that balance comes from behaviour change coaching.